SoundOff, Louisiana's premier television sports talk show, welcomes you to the round table of sports debate with the three wise guys. SoundOff begins now.
Anyway, we can top Tuesday's show. Anyway, we can top Tuesday's show tonight. On SoundOff, coming to you from ESPN Bets at LaBerge. We're going to need maximum effort for you two guys. You're going to have to bring the blood pressure down. I know you LSU guys want to win a national title every year.
It's expected.
It is
Well, it should be expected.
It's expected. I'm sorry.
Be
It's
in the hunt.
expected.
Welcome
Well,
into
come
our
down off
sports
the ledge.
playpen, coming to you from LaBerge at ESPN Bets, of course. The wise guys are here. I always guarantee the best 30 minutes of TV entertainment,
No doubt about that.
and information right here on CBS.
We're gonna give it to
Network,
you.
Outside of the CBS regular shows. How's that for cross-programming?
We're gonna
with
give it.
CBS,
I love it,
right?
Rick.
They
Great intro,
run
my
those
friend.
NCIS
Great
shows
intro.
and all that.
Great
stuff.
intro.
I really do think half of the LSU fan base, maybe all the fan base that was in Vegas, wanted Kelly fired after this loss. They're crazy.
Rick,
They're
it's
crazy.
like deja vu, man.
I know it's deja vu. You're right about that.
Come on, Rick.
But Hobbs and I later in the show we'll try to keep everything sane. Well, that's coming up. All right, I'm going to kind of tell you
Could
what
be Florida State.
you
Could be Florida.
That's a train wreck.
I think
Billy Napier may not make it through the year. Can I just say that?
McNeese time. I think this money game against A&M, the Aggies, I think it's just what the doctor ordered. I'll explain that for the McNeese Cowboys.
Look,
It's just what, no,
I know
it's,
where you're going with that.
Deeper dive
It's-
into the Saints and
it's-
Panthers later on. They play in Sunday night in the Dome. Okay, we're going to
it's
begin
just
with
what the banker ordered.
Okay, that too.
Because it's a payday.
All right.
That's all
I
it
know it's a
is.
pay. All right, well, let's begin with the McNeese Cowboys. All right, no need to break down the game against Texas A&M and the matchups. It's all going to favor the Aggies. We know that across the board. Across the board. That's just the God honest truth, and it's a payday, and they need it. Yeah. And college football, that's where.
I mean, I don't like that.
I know what you're saying, Scooby.
Games like this to me are still stupid. I understand
They are.
why they're played.
They are.
I understand that.
Yep.
But maybe you need a different business model
Yeah.
than to
They hadn't-
somewhat make
they
a
hadn't found it
farce.
yet.
Let me ask you
But
a question.
once in every 15 years where you have a big upset is not a reason to play it.
No.
Do you play your starters the entire game?
Yes, you do, and I'm going to explain why.
Yeah.
Here's why.
What?
Here's why.
Are you
Oh, yeah.
serious,
Oh no,
Rick?
no, you play them. Here's why, and this is why I think it's a good time for McNeese. All right, to play A&M. There's no pressure on.
I disagree. No, there's
There's
no pressure to
Rick.
win.
You go out there, and if you can get this offense in rhythm, I know it's against an SEC defense, but if you make some incremental strides on rhythm and quick passes and this or that, this is a team seeking confidence, seeking some momentum, seeking something
But
to sink
it's
their teeth
A&M.
into.
I'm gonna be
Against
like little
A&M,
kid in
yes,
school, raise
I
his
do.
hand. Can I say
think
something?
you need a lesser team.
No.
Can I say something like the little kid in school? I totally agree with Scooter. This is not the team to do what you just said to. Rick,
Oh,
are
I
you
think
kidding
you're
me?
wrong. I think you're wrong.
Rick,
will
these-
they do it?
These kids don't want to
That
get
will be seen.
These kids were going to get their feelings hurt in College Station for no reason of their own. Okay, I'm just going to make that statement. You look at it how you want to. I'm telling you what's going to happen.
Incremental improvement in certain areas. Will they lose by 20 or 30?
What?
Let's say they
What?
lose. Let's say they lose by 30 something. But if they play with vigor and play well in certain spots, you can take away from that.
He say, I'm on meds.
I'm
I'm
just
on the
saying-
road today, Scooter.
I'm
I'm
just
Okay, I
saying.
got a way to
Look,
keep it interesting.
Look, if they
I'm on the
completely
road
look,
today.
if the Cowboys completely implode, 5
Rick,
turnovers,
come
another
on,
10
Rick.
penalties, I'm
Rick,
proven wrong.
Look what happened against Southern. Come on, Rick.
All right,
Okay, go ahead.
can I have a way to make
You're
it
the smartest
interesting.
one in the room right now, Scooter. Go ahead.
If only I could talk.
Love it.
I think I'm going to be proven right, but go ahead.
LSU's playing Nichols
Yes, they are.
this week. That doesn't need to
Poor
be played
Nichols.
either.
Poor Nichols.
But how about if the bet is, does McNeese stay closer to A&M or Nichols stay
I
closer
like
to
that.
LSU?
I like
Do
that.
you
I
bet
like that.
McNeese or Nichols? That would be interesting.
I like that.
I'm
Let me
gonna
think
bet
about
Nichols.
that.
I'm gonna bet
Let me-
Nichols.
Let me think. All right, look, the main thing that we talked about on Tuesday's show, I think this McNeese defense is making strides.
They are.
They've got to figure out this offense with clearly a capable quarterback in Clifton McDowell.
Yeah.
I think he's talented. I can't put my finger why he hasn't found the rhythm yet. There's a lot of transfers, a lot of new receivers, but they worked out for a month, Kevin, Scooter.
And I expected more.
I did
really
too.
did.
I did too.
Well, while we're talking, I don't think we've mentioned him, and we should. The Davy kid, that guy's a beast.
He is.
Yeah.
He is a tackling machine.
He's their best player.
He's
their best player, and
he is.
Some people, when I said that at a press conference, shot me down thinking he is not. He's their best player.
Oh, yes, he
By
is.
far,
He's their best player.
Who?
By far.
It's not even close.
Yeah, no.
I just look at it, and you know what, man? You wanna give Coach Goff the benefit of the doubt to say, guys, we want you to work it out, get it together. But Rick, you brought this guy Clifton McDowell in for one reason. That was to make this offense work. Now, who's not doing something right?
No, that's a valid question. And it's not a good sign that your handpicked guy is benched. But it was a logical benching. He needed to come and sit down. He wasn't benched for the whole game.
I agree. And
Understood,
it's
Rick.
not the first time that's happened.
Yeah.
Now, do they have a quarterback controversy? Goff insists no. And Six Killer didn't show you much when he came in.
No, not at all.
Look, I don't like it when your quarterback is your leading rusher, especially with the running back room that McNeese has.
Yeah.
They need to figure that out.
Yeah.
Joshawn Barbie has to figure out to hold on to the ball.
I totally agree with
And this offense with Goff and the new Adam Neuenbauer rather.
Yeah.
They got to get Trevante Citizen, and now Bryce Strong.
What?
D'Angelo Durham ran strong again.
Is it something we don't know about Citizen? Why did he come here? Can I just state the obvious?
He came here to play.
Why did he come to McNeese? I mean, come on, guys.
He came here to play, and they need to get more production out of him, but he's got to get more snaps. Something may be going on.
Yeah, something
Same
is
thing
going
with
on.
Curtis DeVille. Same thing with the Logan Malden, the tight end.
You
You
don't even
got to
see
get
these
the
guys,
ball
Rick. They're not even showing up.
to these playmakers in space. And, they didn't do it. They didn't do it against Southern. They relied on special teams.
To your playmakers. That's it.
All right. 9 flags. 9 flags. Turnovers.
They relied on Jaguars bearing gifts.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
kidding me.
They
That's a
did.
good way of putting it. The Max Bar and Grill at the National Golf Club in Westlake. They got gifts for you. It's a perfect weekday and weekend family lunch or dinner place. All your menu favorites. Can't beat the apps and desserts as well. Friendly, casual dining that won't break the bank. They're open 7 days a week, so it's easy to enjoy. It's the Max in Westlake.
Miller Lite tastes great. Let's fill it. Tastes great. Let's fill it. Tastes great. It is both. It is both. It is both. It is both. It's both.
Hey, thanks for the backup.
What are you doing with the Johnson sofa?
They had a pipe break. Water leaked all over.
Really?
I'm a roto-rooter plumber.
Really?
We do water cleanup, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleaning.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line. Unless you add Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Sound Off coming to you from
that's how I got
ESPN
sick.
Bets, newly
That's how I
labeled
got
right
sick.
here at LeBaron. Sound Off presented to you by locally owned and operated Roto-Rooter. Are you talking while I'm trying to do a
No,
TV
I'm
show?
listening to what you're doing a great
You
job.
need to
Rick.
listen well.
You're doing a great
Is he
job. You
breathing?
continue.
He's talking.
Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana. John and Therese Barker and all those expert plumbers. You know the name.
Oh, my God.
Roto-Rooter. Plumbing, water cleanup, they do it well. J&J Exterminating, protecting Louisiana for over 60 years. Termites, pest control.
Great people to be
Those
associated
guys
with, Rick.
know how to
They
protect the
do.
rainforest that we live in Louisiana. When you need good pest control, it's J&J Exterminating.
No doubt.
Third straight season-opening loss for Brian Kelly at LSU. Fifth straight for the Tigers. I said I wouldn't do it. It is crazy. It is crazy that he hasn't won a season opener twice to Florida State and now USC. I'm befuddled. He's mad. He's mad.
Maybe he needs to schedule Western Kentucky.
Okay.
You know, I don't
Do
know.
they need to stop it? Because next year it's Clemson.
I'm not positive.
Twice.
Yeah, because that's a home and home, not neutral.
Do they need to stop this, LSU?
No, just because.
I know you're a big proponent of it.
I am, and
why.
I'm not positive that it's been in stone that that's the opener next year.
Clemson?
Yeah, but
I
they're
thought it was
playing.
home and home.
It is, and they're playing, but I don't know for sure.
Look,
maybe you get one of those week 0 games.
Okay.
Let me say, I'm gonna confer with Scooter again. Some years back, we said, quit playing those little games like that and play a real game. So what do you do?
Well, the new 12-team playoff.
So you're gonna give it up because you've lost 5 in a row?
I'm saying keep it, Scooter's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm with you.
They
I
made
like
the
them.
change because we was playing those little.
I like them.
We was
I
playing
like
those
them.
little easy games. They said,
know.
can
You know,
y'all schedule
twice.
some real games?
I like
and
them.
it was. I think it wouldn't get in this 5 season. But there was twice, and they won. LSU won these openers. I don't remember who they were, but twice after it was scheduled, neutral site.
Yeah.
The opponent pulled a fast one and got them a week 0 game to turn it up.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I know
for it.
just
I'm
because
for
you're
it.
losing them doesn't mean
I'm
you
for it.
quit
Keep
them.
those games.
You need
That
to bring
makes
it,
you better.
You need to bring it down and remember Brian Kelly in his first 2 seasons won 10+ games,
Hey.
won the SEC West,
Hey, Rick.
beat Alabama, and
Hey,
won
Rick.
2 bowl games.
Hey, Rick.
He lost season openers. I got it.
What did Alabama
It's
do?
mind-boggling.
What did Alabama do in those years?
It's mind-boggling. I'm not talking about Alabama because Alabama's helmet's not on this.
That's the standard.
Well, 2
That's the
years
standard.
ago, LSU beat Alabama.
They beat 'em.
They didn't make
They
the
beat 'em.
playoff.
They beat them, but my point is this, guys. The
They
standard
kept.
that
They
LSU,
knocked Alabama out of the playoff.
They
Right.
did. They did.
Alabama
I get
was
that.
in the playoffs
I get
last
that.
year. I got it.
But who was their coach?
All right, Nick
Okay,
Saban.
we'll let that go.
He's the king.
My thing is this, guys.
Okay, Brian Kelly
Kelly.
is not Nick Saban. Okay,
Not even
I will-
close.
Okay.
Look, guys. Brian Kelly, this is what I've got to come to understand. You're paying a guy $10 million, and you're going to come in a post-game interview and say, we've got to figure out what we're doing wrong. We can't finish plays. Rick, my mouth dropped.
I don't have a problem with what he said.
Oh,
I
excuse
don't.
me? I'm paying you $10 million, and you're going to come on national television and tell me you got to figure it out? Let me figure out how I'm going to pay you. Okay?
All right.
Let me figure out how I'm
I
going to
got
pay
a
you.
question. I was hoping, I wish I could be at Kelly's press conference today. I want your opinion. After something like that, what do you think that plane ride home Sunday night was like? I mean, you've been on those flights.
Quiet.
Y'all didn't win every game when
No,
you were at LSU.
Quiet. Real
And
quiet.
it should be.
And I'm going to tell you why.
Because it does fall on the players and stupid penalties like Kyron Lacey doing that, and also Burns taking off his helmet, and the targeting by
He
Gilbert.
got excited. He got it. Now wait. Getting back on Gilbert, that targeted, you really going to say that was targeted?
Oh, yeah, it was targeted.
No, I'm saying,
That
how
was targeted.
do you defend yourself as a defensive back, Scooter? How do I get to the guy?
It's a bang-bang
How
play.
do I get to the guy?
I didn't put that in the stupid category.
No,
because
not
he
at all.
is.
He's
I
running.
mean, he didn't go in there trying to target.
Look,
But he
guys.
did.
Yeah,
How
he
do you
did.
get-
Oh, he did.
Hell, this is what gets me there. Y'all keep forgetting about it. A delay of game on change of possession.
Yeah.
How the hell that happened?
Yeah, that was
How
sloppy.
did that happen?
Now let me
That's
get back to
coaching.
your comment about Brian Kelly trying to figure things out. What he said, and I'm paraphrasing, is we need to stop being complacent. We're complacent when we get a lead. We need to have that killer
I
instinct.
got the answer for you,
He's
Rick.
got it figured out.
I got the answer for
He's
you,
got
Rick.
it figured out.
You know what players do? They feed off their coach.
Oh, you and that coach on the sideline.
Okay, I want
You
to
know
ask
what
you. I
players
want to
do?
ask you about
They feed off their coach.
I want to get back to Lacey in the.
Yeah.
All right.
Scooter, come on. Bang bang, like you say. That was bang bang, Scooter.
No, it wasn't
stupid.
bang bang. That had
It
to be
was stupid.
premeditated. Can
You
I
were going to
ask?
say premeditated.
Go ahead. We need a muzzle.
I'm on the road today,
Get
guys.
back to the
I'm on the
COVID
road
days.
today. I'm on the road today.
Here's what flabbergasted me a little more. He does this stupid thing. It's
It was
15-yard penalty. He goes to the bench. He's reenacting it for his buddies on the bench, showing them what he
That's
did.
immaturity.
And what?
Immaturity.
I mean, did they not realize? Did the
Rick.
players on the bench that were egging him on?
Yeah.
You know, hey, way to go, way
You
to
know
go.
what happened?
Look,
Short kickoff. 50-yard
there-
return.
there are-
Set up a score.
y'all going to sit here and tell me that USC wasn't doing the same thing to us?
They
Come
didn't
on,
get
guys.
called.
There's a lot of
football.
jawing.
This is football.
Here's
This
two
is
quick
football.
things. I think LSU's offensive line in particular, and maybe some of the defensive line, I don't think they gave Southern Cal a lot of respect going into the game because there was a lot of jawing going on.
Let me tell you something.
Right? And also, LSU should have at least got 2 of those turnovers. I mean, the ball just bounced Southern Cal's way.
Well, it's not a round ball.
It is,
but
in certain situations, you get a couple of those because
yeah.
the ball was on the turf constantly.
Let me say this.
They'll probably get them all against Nichols when they don't need
there
them.
you go.
Let me say this, guys, that we're kind of like overlooking and not really stating a lot about. We said going into this season that the LSU offense was going to be the strength of this team, right? Southern Cal hit him in the mouth in the 4th quarter.
They did.
I'm sorry. I'm stating the obvious. Will Campbell on down.
Yep.
They got hit in the heel. They got hit in the mouth.
They got to play better.
Okay?
No, you're right. They got to run the ball in spots better.
You know, you've got a hell of an offensive
Where was
line
my man
there at
Caleb
LSU.
Jackson? I got you. All right. Kelly got out-coached again.
He did.
Bottom line, he got
did.
out-coached. It's mind-boggling. 30-plus years in college football. It's mind-boggling.
The thing that gets me, Rick, is that you come to a point to where you can't be conservative. Let it go. Let it fly.
Right, so they got Nichols coming up this weekend.
You better be worrying about Kiffin.
They're going to be 4-1 going into Ole Miss. And I think these 4 games.
You better be worrying about Kiffin.
Well, don't get ahead of yourself. You got UCLA coming in.
You do.
Granted, it's UCLA.
UCLA horrible.
Don't rule out
you
Vanderbilt.
thought Southern Cal was going to be horrible. We're tossing the break. We're coming back with more SoundOff. Stay there.
Hey, mister, are you a roto-rooter plumber?
Guilty.
Did you fix what flooded my house?
Sure did.
Toilet overflow?
Nope.
Pipe break?
Getting warmer.
Busted water heater?
Nailed it.
How long can you hold your breath? Is that your real hair? What's the birds and the bees? Do you know where my grandma is?
You know, I don't know.
What's next?
Wrapping up the water cleanup.
You do that too?
We do both.
Fair enough.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup. Yeah, we do both.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup.
Introducing Simply Spiked Lemonade. Real fruit that left the farm and has seen too much to ever go back. Simply Spiked Lemonade. Tastes like your favorite lemonade. Now spiked. It's getting juicy.
What's bugging you?
Is it ants? They're crazy, tiny, irritating pests outside trying to get in. At J&J, we offer weapons to locate, eliminate, and prevent their entering your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
Miller Lite tastes great. Let's fill it. Tastes great. Let's fill it. Tastes great. It is both. It is both. It is both. It is both. It's both.
Hey, thanks for the backup.
All right, welcome back to SoundOff on CBS Lake Charles, the round table of sports. We're
the best
spinning.
place
That's
to be.
Guidry, Hobbs, and Cerro.
Best place to be.
Speaking of spinning, all right, did you see, I don't know his name, Robert Morris. I thought they only played basketball, against Utah State. Did you see the 360 pick? Go on YouTube.
Unbelievable,
As a
dude.
defensive back,
Dude, I saw it.
mean, it's Odell Beckham by 10. Goes up, he's spinning
Unbelievable.
360 in the air, catching the ball, and falls down and holds onto it.
I remember those days
I mean,
when
that
I
was
played Scooter.
when you
I
did
did
that.
not.
It was
I remember.
unbelievable.
Speaking.
And then, of course, the Hudson catch, Southern Cal. It's right up there with Beckham, guys, because his back
it was.
is like
Unbelievable,
like this.
guys.
And he had guys around him, that famous catch of
Yeah.
Beckham.
No doubt about it.
Hey, I want to bring up something just for fun.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We've been talking about, mismatches, A&M, McNeese, Nichols,
Yeah,
LSU.
yeah.
Did y'all see the Stephen F. Austin? First of all, have you ever heard of North American University?
No, I have not.
No, I have not.
It is apparently in Houston somewhere.
What?
Okay, a lot of
They
small
played.
schools
They played Stephen F. Austin
Well,
Saturday.
I didn't see, what was it?
77-0, which isn't the deal.
That was a basketball game, huh?
At halftime, it was 70-0.
At halftime, Scooter.
All right, so
Stephen F. only scored one touchdown in the second half.
Obviously, they
halftime.
hopefully they backed off.
Guys,
Hopefully
you
they
know
were
what?
playing
We didn't have the defense.
Freshman.
Didn't give us a lot of picks in this game against USC.
But I was curious. I went to their website.
Yeah.
The SID is the Reverend somebody.
Stop it, Scooter.
And the headline was, I forget what their mascot is, but NAU shows resilience
Stop it.
in tough games.
The one thing I'm hoping that the defense can get more of, and like you said, we had 2 fumbles, did not get either one.
balls up in the air. Hey,
we're talking about
great
North
from the-
American University?
No.
Or?
LSU.
Great from the defensive
LSU.
line, knocking those passes up in the air.
Great.
That's a great
Weeks played well, man. Trivia question, guys. Back in 1984 when LSU played USC.
Yes, sir.
That was an interception done by a local kid. He ran it back 87 yards. Y'all have no idea who that kid was?
Yeah.
Back in
Again,
80
this helmet
back
would
in
not,
84.
you know, this
I
helmet would not be
was
on.
there covering the game
What?
in the LA Coliseum, and I
What?
don't remember anybody from Lake Charles.
It was a guy
but
from
me
Lake Charles. Gotta
being
pick.
in the
That would be
stadium
him.
that day.
Got a pick, ran it for 87 yards back. God, I don't know who it was.
And believe it or not, I asked him about it after the game, and he froze up. He couldn't talk.
Sure. All right, let's get to the Dome. Sunday noon. Saints and Panthers.
Good one, Scooter.
Kicking off the seat. Look.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the Dome. Newly renovated. I don't know.
It is. The suites.
Half
the
$1
suites are
billion
great.
renovation of the Dome. The offense, they need to light it up against Carolina, and that defense has to suffocate Bryce Young. Don't let him get off. I mean,
let this kid
is
come
Carolina.
Man.
This is Carolina.
Well, they've had a whole year to improve.
Our major concern, 3 new starters on the offensive line.
Yeah.
You know who they are. You got Fuega, left tackle.
Yeah.
Trevor Penning, right now, is pinned in as the starter at right tackle.
Yeah,
I hope
for now.
he stays in.
For now.
But that's where all eyes will be. Now, everybody's going to be watching the ball, of course, but our eyes need to be on that offensive line.
I agree.
And I'm not optimistic. I'm not.
Rick, I just don't get excited because of what's happening in the past.
I'm not.
I just don't get excited for the Saints, man. When Sean Payton and Drew Brees, man, you felt excitement in the air.
Well, they're not
It was
coming
like,
back.
No time soon, Scooter. I get it.
Jaden Daniels isn't coming back.
But the excitement, when we would talk about it on the show, guys, we wanted to talk about the Saints, man.
All right. Well, give
Now
give
we're
the
trying
new
to
OC
avoid
a
it. We're
chance.
trying to avoid the situation.
You didn't see
of talking
anything in
about the Saints.
preseason for obvious reasons. Now it's the season. It's Carolina, which usually has a okay defense. But again, this zone run, this play action, again, I said earlier in the week, Alvin Kamara has to have 1,000 yards rushing, and he has to have about 400 to 500 through catching the football. I mean,
It's
Jamar Williams isn't going to do it.
It's the Saints offense built for him to have 1,000 yards rushing.
I think it is. It's the 49er offense. It's play action. You get him outside and zone blocking. I think it is.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, if
You got
Kamara,
Taysom Hill.
If Kamara can stay healthy, he will be a factor. We know that.
No doubt he will, Scoop. He will.
I don't know.
And him healthy makes Taysom Hill even more dangerous.
That's right. And I'm you're not getting excited. I am because it's a new offense. And I get it. Your complaints about Derek Carr,
But you still
he's
have
on the hot
same
seat.
coach.
Derek Carr is on the
But
hot
that's
seat.
your guy, Rick.
I know it is.
That's
He's
your
got
guy,
to
Rick,
be
and
better.
he's been there.
He's got to
and
be
has
better.
not done. That's why you left Las Vegas for the same reasons.
Well, I don't know. I'm coming around on Carr.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he's not the problem. They got a lot of problems, but I'm not sure he's the problem.
Okay.
They need more playmakers. I don't know what Mickey Loomis and I don't know what Dennis Allen was thinking in regard. You got Olave, you got Shaheed a little banged up, okay? You got a couple of journeymen out there. You got Taysom Hill.
That's some old guys.
I mean, I don't know if they have enough playmakers. That's why I need Kamara
Rick.
has to be
That's on the
big.
down. And
Has
Rick,
to be big.
This is the thing, man. In the offseason, Rick, you've got your GM in your organization. You're supposed to look to fill those spots, Rick. And this is what we're talking about right now. You're saying, we hope. Rick, they should have fixed that in the offseason.
I agree. Offensive line, it's not too late. If somebody gets hurt or whatever, pull from the practice squad. Offensive line, I don't think they upgraded. I really don't. Everybody they brought in wasn't all that good, and then they got hurt. Right.
They did not.
The defense, though. All right, you complain about Dennis Allen. You say he's only a defensive coordinator, and that's where he's cut his chops.
Yeah.
That's where he's made his money. It's still one of the top 10 secondaries in the NFL, but they were one of the lowest sack teams in the NFL last year. Chase Young, Granderson,
and that
Cam
makes
Jordan.
it hard on my secondary.
And that could very misleading, but the pass rush looked better in the preseason.
Yes.
Make that what you will.
Yeah, I like Brise. I like him in the middle. I do. The first round pick from last year, but pressure on the ends.
I agree, Rick.
Because the NFL. You
have
got to
to,
harass
Rick.
quarterbacks.
You have to, man.
You got
Make
to.
them throw off rhythm. That's what they're supposed to do.
Oh, all right. So it starts up in the Monday night game. I know he doesn't like to talk about anything. Monday night,
It's a big game.
Out in San Francisco.
It's a big
Aaron
game.
Rodgers and the 49ers. That's going to be a good one. All right, we'll toss it to break. Coming back with round 4. Stay ready.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line. Unless you add Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
J&J Exterminating is here for you with our water damage sanitation treatments and wood protective borate treatments. There is no charge for home evaluations. Contact your local J&J Exterminating professional.
Hey, mister, did you fix what flooded my house?
Sure did.
Busted water heater?
Nailed it.
What's next?
Wrapping up the water cleanup.
You do that too?
We do both.
Fair enough.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup. Yeah, we do both.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
All right, welcome back to the show. Final round of Sound Off. All right, Mr. Hobbs brought up an interesting point earlier in the show. You've got McNeese playing Texas A&M. You've got Nichols playing LSU.
I can't believe we're talking about this.
Who's going to have the widest margin of victory or the least margin of defeat?
Who's going to come closer?
Who's going to come closer? All right. I like it. What do you think?
It's easy.
I'm going to go with Nichols.
It's easy, Scooter.
Nichols will have a lower deficit.
Yes.
So Nichols will play a closer game. I'm trying to explain this to LSU.
Neither one of them will be close.
Neither one will be close, but Nichols will play a closer game.
I'm going with the McNeese Cowboys.
Okay.
I think the McNeese Cowboys will have a smaller deficit.
You do remember they played Southern last week.
I do.
Okay.
Don't talk that the Jags. They had
no the Jags. Hey, the band. We didn't mention the band.
Oh,
it gets better every year.
Why do you think that stadium was full? Even when you factor in the Southern band, though. Give it up for McNeese fans.
Yeah, Scooter. They showed up.
I mean, they showed up.
Yes.
They did.
That shows you what that program can be.
They're just dying for great football.
That's what it is.
I think they're going to get it this year. I think
hope
they're going to.
so,
All right. Guys, all right, so did you think? You think what? You think it's McNeese? What do you think? Closer to A&M than Nichols to LSU?
Nichols. I said Nichols.
Okay. Nichols got a pretty good defense. All right.
I
got a bone to pick. Quickly.
I said Nichols.
These receivers in the pros and the college continue with this late play push-off.
And not
it's
get
driving
called
me
for it.
nuts.
And not get called. I'm done with it, Rick.
I mean, come on.
Give me a chance, Ref.
Give those.
Ref, give me a chance.
It's epidemic.
And sometimes it's not subtle. It's
Rick,
like,
I'm
get out of my face and catch the ball.
I really hadn't noticed it.
You
the
better watch
touchdown in the end zone when the guy broke it up, when the guy was thrown out of bounds, he pushed off. The ref was standing right there.
It's ongoing. The refs have to look for that. They do. High school football in the region kicks off this weekend. I think Barb, I think Sulphur, I think Iowa, they're always good, right? And Jennings, watch out for the Bulldogs. I think they'll be pretty good this year.
I think they will be.
High school football is back, and it's always fun with that. Guidry, Hobbs, Cerro from ESPN Bets at LaBerge. We'll see you next time.
I'm going to turn you off.